What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Anything Better podcast, NFL edition for, oh my God, going into divisional weekend. What a wild card weekend it was. I'm your host, Paul Virzi. Bill Burr is your host over there. We have the Greek freak in Beverly Hills, and we have Jake the Snake with our injury report from an undisclosed area. As always, nobody knows where Jake the Snake is, but what we do know is that he has
the ladies know where he is.
Oh, yeah. The ladies know where he is. I'm not going to lie. Me and Bill crushed wild card week. Bill went 5-1.
You were 5-0 at one point.
I was 5-0 at one point, and what did I tell you, though, dude? That my stupid fucking speech. Oh, Aaron Rodgers and Tomlin are going to have a meeting alone and say, let's fucking stick it up, everybody. It was a pipe.
Did. It just didn't happen.
No, it didn't happen. What are you going to do? But
how about Tomlin? What a run, huh?
Dude, Tomlin and Harbaugh. Harbaugh, the new coach. By the way, I'm very happy my New York Giants have John Harbaugh is the new coach of the New York Giants. Thank God. They got somebody in there with actually a record like Tom Coughlin. First time since Tom Coughlin.
He is going to turn that team around. Like, that guy is not, the game is not passed him by. It was just time.
It was just time, and I think the same thing with Tomlin. I love how Tomlin, such a prideful guy, that he was like, I'm just calling the Steelers. I don't know if you heard what he did, but he didn't even – I guess the Steelers wanted to have a meeting with him, and apparently the Steelers said, dude, we're going to run this back with you, for your 20th year. And he was just like, he's got the fans cheering fire Tomlin, and he's like, dude, you know what? My time is done here, and thank you, no thank you. I'm done. And both great coaches, dude. Amazing coaches.
You know what's insane is I am going to be 58 years old in June, and I look this good now. The Steelers have had 3 coaches in my lifetime, I think. I think Chuck Noll, well, maybe he started in 69. I was born in 68. Dude, the Steelers have had 2 coaches since Chuck Noll.
Steelers have had 2 coaches in my lifetime.
No, 3. Chuck Noll was still a coach when you were born.
Oh, was he? Okay. When did he end? When did he stop?
Like 83, 84, 85, somewhere like the mid 80s. After Terry, Lambert, Mel Blount, all of those guys left. All the Super Steelers were gone. Then he retired. And then Bill Cowher, let's go. He was the first guy. Let's go. Let's go. He was the first guy saying that, I feel. And then after him was Mike Tomlin. And everybody has won, like, Noel got 4, Cowher got 1, Tomlin got 1 or got
Tomlin
1?
Tomlin went to 2, got 1.
Got 1, yep. So, I mean, that's a hell of an organization, dude. It's a hell of an organization. You got to give it up to the Steelers.
Amazing. No, I'm really glad the Giants actually have some young weapons and now a coach to build it. And then Bill, you lost with the Eagles and I lost with the Steelers. Other than that, we fucking 5-1, dude. Bill and I, we go 10-2. 10-2. Somebody reached out and goes, you guys won me some money. I had some fans reach out and go, you guys won me some money.
Nice. That's what we're here for, Paul. Give them some laughs and maybe we make them some money. Always make them laugh. Don't always make them money. This past week, we made them some money.
Here's what I learned over the week. I learned that Josh Allen will make a big-time throw that not many guys could make in a big moment and seem unfazed. And I also learned that Caleb Williams kid, the quarterback of the Bears, is actually really good, like really good. You know what he's really good at? He's good at rolling out, running, and throwing unbelievably accurate over 20 yards down the field. Like his mobility, extending the play and all of that. Like, it was weird, dude. Like, the first half, I mean, didn't look like he was good. It was like, I don't know what happened in that game. I don't understand why the Packers were stopping them. I can just say halftime adjustments. Like, I don't know what they did. Like, the Patriots-Chargers, my brother knows a lot about football. He was going like, yeah, I go, this game's getting kind of ugly. And he was just going like, well, what I said, dude, we got 2 good running backs. They're going to eat up the clock. The Chargers completely took that away from us. And then we were trying to throw our passes that the running game usually sets up.
and their defensive backs were too good. But when we started dumping it off to the tight end underneath, I think that kind of loosened stuff up for us. But I don't know what the hell happened in that Packers game all of a sudden. But I will say Jordan Love to the end was throwing strikes. They didn't catch him.
Yeah.
There was
Jordan
that
Love's
one
good,
dude,
man.
there was that one right over the fucking middle. That guy caught it. He would have gone right in the end zone, and that would have been it.
What about A.J. Brown of the Eagles, dude? I mean, that was right in his hands. That changes everything. He dropped it. He was the guy complaining all year, and he dropped it. A lot of drops this year, but you're right, dude. Caleb Williams running left, and then just like on the run, just threw a fucking unbelievable ball. And I was like,
that kid is for real. Like, if
Yeah.
they get him, you know, I don't know what I don't know much about the Bears. I'm an AFC guy, but like, if that kid has an offensive line and people to throw to, you obviously, you know, that's the dream. So you can see, you got to give your quarterback that, because if you don't have those two things, you're not going to be able to see like what their capabilities are, which is why it's a curse to be the most highly touted quarterback.
Yeah.
In the draft, because you're going to go to a team with no offensive line and nobody to throw to, and then they give you a big sack of money, and all the fans are like, this guy's a fucking bust, and he's out there running for his life. So that's why I love Baker Mayfield, because, you know, he went to the fucking Browns in places where quarterbacks go to die. And you also have to, with this Williams kid, quarterbacks go to Chicago to die. And this fucking guy is, you know, I wouldn't say thriving, but he's doing better than anybody I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, and the thing about him that I noticed, and like I said, that's why I kind of picked him a lot all year, is he does it in the fourth quarter a lot. As the game gets more tight and there's more pressure on the kid, he makes bigger throws, which to me is a winner. By the way, speaking of
The
winners,
Bears could have quit, dude, on that when the Packers came back, you know, after they came back and they went up by a couple of points, and the Packers came back and scored a touchdown, not a field goal. Like, a team can get down on themselves. They didn't. So good job with the players and the coaches and all. Oh, gee, really compliments this week, Paulie.
and how about this? The Bears don't have a huge, big-time receiver. You give that kid a big receiver too, man. That team could be dangerous. But by the way, speaking of winners, Bill, speaking of winners, not only did you almost beat the book, you were a game and a half off, but then you win 5. So technically, my friend, if we count everything, you are over that mountain, baby.
No, I lost by a couple of. I needed to go 3-1, and I went 1-3. So I'm at least 2 under.
Well, you won 5.
That's what I was already under. So I'm like, I think I'm about even, Paul. Billy wins some, lose some.
No, you're
That
over.
taxes and me going 500, Paul. You're not going to lose your house, but you're not putting on an addition.
Hey, that's why we say bet responsibly.
That's
Speaking of bet responsibly, guys, we got to shout out our, before we bring in Jake the Snake for our injury report, we are going to shout out our sponsor. It's BetMGM. We've been with them for years. We love them. The best lines out there, guys. You know how to do it. All you do is take your device and you download the BetMGM app to that device, and you use our code Burr, B-U-R-R. It's very simple. You put as little as $10 in the account on your first wager. If that wager loses, you will get $1,500 back in bonus bets to have fun with. Bet responsibly. And also the first touchdown promo, you pick any player in any game to get the first touchdown and you win. If not, but they get the second touchdown, you win your cash back. It is that easy. Now, going into the divisional, we only got 4 games left of the season. This year has flown by, but one thing that has been a constant is our injury report guy, Jake the Snake. So, Jake, tell us what you got for the last 4 games for the 4 games this week in divisional weekend. What do we got?
Yeah, we're fortunate it's not too bad of injury news this week. But in the Patriots-Texans game, we have the Patriots' best defensive back and the Texans' best receivers. So that's Nico Collins for the Texans and Christian Gonzalez. They both left the weekend's games with head injuries. It seems like Christian Gonzalez is more likely to play than Nico Collins, but hopefully they're both out there. But they both have concussions, so something to monitor. And then,
that
of course,
Gonzalez, I can tell you, is a shutdown corner. They don't even throw his way.
Amazing player, yeah. So that's a big.
Wait a minute, but doesn't the NFL have a rule? If you get a concussion in the game, isn't there a minimum of don't you have to miss a game or no?
If you make it through the protocol or whatever, then you can play. But it's been stricter this year, but I'm sure for the playoffs it might be a little looser. So I'm not sure what the exact policy is there, but that's kind of like what you have to get through to play. And then we all saw, but George Kittle tore his Achilles against the Eagles, so he's obviously done for the year. Really unfortunate. The Niners just have been dealing with injuries all year. And then last one is also the Niners. Fred Warner is trying to come back, the outstanding linebacker for the Niners. But we'll see. He seems like a long shot to play as of now, but they've activated him from the IR, so he has a chance, but it's a very slim one. So that's kind of like the big injuries I see. And I love. I know. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Jake, you're just like, even though it's the end of the year, you're in mid-season form. I mean, that was you're coming in hot.
Yeah, and I loved I love the Giants hire of John Harbaugh. I was thinking like, what are the best fits for him? Like that couldn't be a better place. And I think
that has to crush Jets fans.
So
that has to crush them, dude. It's just like, because you guys couldn't really talk too much shit this year because you suck too. But like the Giants, even when they suck, they don't suck for a long time. And the Jets have type 1 diabetes. The Giants have type 2. Like, you can eat your way in and eat your way out.
Yeah.
Sorry to bring up that reference.
Yeah. The Giants
I'm just waking up too, Paul.
They're gonna get it.
We're gonna get some emails on that. As someone with type 1 diabetes. Well, we want to be your insulin injection this week. Okay, let's try to pick some
winners.
Pick some winners here, Paul. I can tell you, as a Patriots fan, I don't want to play any team that's left in the AFC. These are all fucking good teams.
Andrew, can you pull up so we can take a look see here?
I feel like the NFC is more wide open. This is anybody's Super Bowl this year, dude.
It really is. I'll go first. Well, I'll go first on this one, and then Bill, you tell me what you think.
Can we just say one thing first?
Yeah.
At the beginning of the year, if you would tell me that Kansas City, the Ravens,
And the Bengals.
The Lions, who else? Just people you would just assume would be like, those are the big three.
No Eagles either.
No Eagles. Yeah, I would have thought that, but after, like, all of those teams weren't there for the whole fucking playoffs except for the Eagles. Like, I would never have guessed the Patriots. Seahawks, I had no idea they were going to be like that, or certainly not the Bears. So this is a weird year, Paul. It's a weird year.
Yeah, for the 1 seed.
All right. Well, this one was. I'm glad the first game we're looking at is Bills Broncos, because this was the easiest one for me as far as what I thought. I instantly thought it, and I'm sticking to it. Josh Allen is going to win this game. I think the Bills are going to win this game. I think that I don't know, man. Bo Nix has not won a playoff game yet. The Broncos have inexperience. I also don't like that an inexperienced team has a bye week and a team like the Bills coming in, and it's a 1-point spread. Andrew, it says 1.5 and 1. Which one is it?
That one changed. So yeah, it's 1.
Okay.
Edited it right.
Okay, so this is basically a pick 'em.
It's a pick 'em. I'm taking the Bills all day. I'm taking Josh Allen. I think that this is a year for him without the Chiefs, so that's what I'm doing. That's my pick.
All right. I love what you're saying there, Paul. But I think the Broncos are going to beat them, and then there's going to be a big shakeup in Buffalo.
Wow.
Because all of everybody who beats them every year is not in the playoffs. I just think the Broncos are, if they're at home, They got a great defense. I think there's a reason why it's a 1-point spread. This is going to come. There's plenty of time. It's going to be one of these fucking games. And who the hell was I watching? Shout out to the fucking Bears, by the way, for playing 60 minutes of football. That, once they went up, they were right up on the line on that final drive. They weren't doing that like. They give you like a fucking 12-yard cushion. So there's just first down, all the way down. And then, let's wait to play defense when we get in the red zone. So, but even with that, the fucking Packers still went down the field. What am I babbling about? I'm taking the Broncos. The Broncos, Paul, just to make it interesting, because I actually, on paper, what you said makes sense to me.
All right. I like that. The first one head-to-head. It's nice.
All right, so here's the next one. 49ers, Seahawks. Seahawks are looking like a fucking juggernaut. 49ers have a huge injury. But, you know, this has happened to them all year. And they've been in games the whole year. And that's a really disgustingly huge, disrespectful spread. And I like the 49ers. I like Brock Purdy. I like their coach, Shanahan, who I was calling fucking Schottenheimer.
It's Peyton.
No, 49ers.
Oh, okay.
49ers. So I'm going to take the 49ers getting 7 points. It's a division rivalry. They know each other. It's a playoff game. I think, you know, teams have a tendency to go up and then try not to lose, which is, you know, a big spread like that. That's a big number to cover, Paul, in January.
Yeah.
Well,
And as much as the 49ers are hurt, I'm guaranteeing you, the Seahawks are hurt too. Everybody's hurt this time of year. Undisclosed shit.
I want to. All right. Well, the nice thing is we're going head to head a lot this week because I want to believe that. I want to believe that. And I want that to happen because I love the 49ers organization. But I think no Kittle. I just think that it's going to run out on them. I think the Seahawks defense is nuts. Sam Darnold has to prove it, but I think a touchdown is something they can do against this team that's banged up. I hope I'm wrong, but I'm going to take the Seahawks to cover that.
Yeah, these teams just play each other too. It felt like a mismatch, but you know, Purdy's really stepped it up. I mean, he's looked great these last few weeks.
Yeah, Purdy's great.
Yeah.
Who won the last time they played? They played not long ago, right?
Yeah, it was the last game of the year. Seattle won, so that's why they're the one. That was for the 1 seed. So that Seattle's now the 1 seed.
What'd they win by? What was that score?
Ooh, good question. I'll look it up real fast.
All right.
They kind of pulled away, but it was close early.
What do you think, Bill? Your Texans and Patriots. I know where you're going here. You have to go.
I know. I am scared to death of the Texans. They have an unbelievable defense. They have a great coach. They got the whole thing. They have the team to go into Foxborough and win the fucking game. But, you know, this is your pick, but you know who I'm already. This is yours, but you know where I'm going with this.
This is the hardest one for me. I've been going back and forth in my mind. Nico Collins being out really changes things. I think if Nico Collins is in this game, I think the Texans could win. Nico Collins is not in this game, dude, and CJ Stroud doesn't have a big wide receiver to throw to. I am stuck with this. It's a perfect number 3. It's just Vegas being that asshole that you're just like shaking your head at. I mean, this is as much of a. I know it's all a coin toss.
Yeah, this was 4, Paul. It's a no-brainer. You're going on Texans.
Oh, if this is 4, this is just, dude, Nico Collins being out, and we don't know if he's going to play.
This game has push written all over it.
It really does. It really does. And who's favored? The Patriots are favored.
Yeah, they're right.
Yeah, that New England too.
And look at that number too, Paul. Look at that over-under, 40.5. That's a compliment to both teams.
Oh my God!
Unless you look at us offensively.
The defensive line is so crazy. Every time I watch the Texans this year, the defensive line is crazy. But I don't know if CJ Stroud's got anybody to throw to. Look, since we're going head to head on all of them, I could see the Patriots winning this game big, but I could see the Texans. All right, look, I'm just gonna say,
I love the look away. I love it.
I really like this one. Hey, can I get a pass? Let's just not do this one. I'll take the Texans just to make it interesting because you're taking the Pats. This is a push game.
Well, I'll be honest, dude. If it wasn't the Patriots, I would take the Texans.
I'm gonna take the Texans just because it's 3, and like you said, they're getting 3. And when a defense that good gets 3, I'll take them. But I don't know about that game. I'm just gonna take the Texans.
All
So
right,
last week,
I would be honest with you, dude. Their number 1 receiver being out would not scare me. You know, you don't throw to that guy every time, and somebody's going to step up.
I know, but he changes the defensive schemes.
I would take the Texans.
Yeah.
I believe in that team, but I am a Patriots fan, and I'm from the South Shore. That was a 15-minute drive for me, Paulie.
I know.
and I was wrong last week about the weather. I was wrong. The weather was wrong. Well, Steelers and Pats, they said there might be some snow or some precipitation. There was none. This week it says that there could be some snow and showers in Foxborough.
And Andrew, save that for the Chicago game because it's supposed to be freezing there. It's supposed to have a wind chill of -6.
I'm taking the Patriots -3.
Because you have to.
Because I have to, and as a fan,
it.
I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah, as you should be. You know what though, Bill? I gotta say, as much as you can't throw to your best receiver, it changes the defensive scheme. Him being out there, and I think you
They
guys
would have taken him away anyway, to a certain extent.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, and then like last week they took away our running game, so you have to beat him another way. Like that's Belichick. You know, if anybody learned, I don't know where Belichick learned it, but that's what he would do. It's like, all right, what is their biggest asset? We'll take away. Like we're gonna have. It's like we'll make you throw with your left hand.
And you guys have good defensive backs. You guys have good defensive backs
No,
too.
but Gonzalez is out.
So, not definitely though.
Questionable. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
you know, he got his fucking head rattled. So.
All right, here we go. The last game of the divisional weekend is the Rams versus the Bears. It's a perfect spread, of course, because that little point, that little .5 will make you lose sleep. That .5 has gotten me, buddy. The Bears are home. Oh, my God. Matthew Stafford having the season he's having. Puka Nacua.
It's a perfect number.
Paulie, looking down a lot. You're very like.
This is tough. This is tough, dude, because Caleb Williams, they're like a fourth quarter team. The Bears are like down 15 and they're not out of it ever.
Yeah.
All right, let's not get crazy. Let's you know, they fucking came back against the Packers. They're also still the goddamn Bears. All right, let's not like, you know.
Let's not crown them just yet.
You want to crown them?
You want to crown them? Chicago Bears were exactly who we thought they were.
And we let them off
Let 'em
the
off
hook.
the
That's
hook.
you know what, Bill?
20 degrees. Jake's right. It's going to be very cold. What time's the game? It's a night game.
They
20
said it's going to
degrees.
be low as 8 degrees in that game with a -6 wind chill. as well.
All right.
With the, yeah. with
All
the
right,
wind chill,
you
yeah.
ready? I just flipped my mind. I'm gonna do it. I did hear, and I don't know if this is true. I did hear that Matthew Stafford's record under like 40 degrees is like 1-8. I'm gonna take the home team on this run, getting 3.5. Are they getting 3? Yeah, the Bears are getting 3.5 at home. Soldier Field is going to be so cold, and Caleb Williams has now, you know, from what I've seen, he's up for the big moment. I'm going to take the Bears getting 3.5 against Matthew Stafford and the Rams.
Paul, the numbers speak. 1-9 in record cold, rainy, or snowy games since joining the Rams. His performance in such conditions shows a 54.5% completion percentage, 14 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 76 passer ratings, and 9
Yeah, no, but
games
here's another
below
thing.
40.
Some of those games he was playing with the Lions, and they were terrible teams. I hate
100%.
fucking stats like that.
I understand.
Like what
I
is
get
the fucking MVP of the league doesn't try when it's cold out?
Right.
It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. Okay, on paper, the Rams should easily cover this.
Yep.
With experience, with the coaches, where they've been, and all that type of stuff. My thing is, it's the playoffs. I believe in the Bears. It's the half a point. It is the half a point. I do feel that the cold weather is better for defense. And the fact that they're just putting this on Matthew Stafford, it's harder to catch a ball.
Yep.
Coming at you, it's like a fucking cinder block. I think that all of that's good for the Bears, plus they're home, and the half a point. And the half a point.
Yep.
I see I think the Bears go to the NFC Championship game and then they turn into a pumpkin. That's what I think. That's what I think happens over there.
So you're going Bears
Everybody's gonna
outright.
be bummed out, and they're going to have their hot dog, but then think, well, hey, they got that far. It's going to be like a Patriots thing. You know, like this year, how far can we go? The future's looking bright. So that's I'm taking the Bears getting 3.5 at home.
All right, so the only one me and Bill agree on is the last game of the weekend, which is fun. There you guys have it. Those are our picks. And yeah, I mean, that's it. What do we look at this? Perfect timing, Andrew, right? What else do we got to do here?
There's no Monday night special. That's what it is.
Jake,
Everybody's
Jake, you want to hit him with your picks, Jake?
Yeah, I think I picked everything Paul picked, except I'm going Rams at the end. So I really like the Bills. That'd be my favorite pick. I really like Seattle. I think just because Paul has said it as well, I think the Niners' injuries are just going to catch up to them there, and I think they're going to pull away. And then Houston's defense is just too good. This is the best defense I think I've seen in like a decade. Since like Legion of Boom, you have to go back to something like that. They're just unstoppable.
Oh, Boom, Legion of Boom. How many of those guys tested positive for steroids and nobody gave them shit for fucking cheating? It's such fucking bullshit. Dude, they had like 3 players on fucking steroids.
That was Sherman.
Yeah, right into your right butt cheek, you fucking cheating pieces of shit. With that fucking stupid stadium that's like designed to make their crowd sound even louder. The fucking shit you can get away with in Seattle is why Robinson Cano decided to play there. Oh, shots fired, Paul.
Oof.
No.
Nobody's paying attention up there. You're halfway to fucking Russia.
The Rams-Bears is the toughest game, but I just think I'm taking the better team with the better defense and a better offense. But I think the Bears is the blueprint for how you want to build a team. You look at Caleb Williams, he was sacked some crazy amount last year. I don't remember the exact number. Now you look this year, they beefed up the middle of the O-line. They got a new coach in there. That's what the Chargers need to do other than getting a new coach in there. They need to fix that O-line up, and then you see what happens. This is exactly the blueprint for how to make a deep run in the playoffs. Then the Bears are going to be really good for a long time.
Jake, I'm so happy you don't talk a lot on this podcast because you really know your shit. You make me look like an idiot.
No, you guys were talking about like shoring up the pressure on the side earlier. You guys had some really good football knowledge. I was like, dang, I didn't think about that.
I love when you give me a little pat on the head. Thanks, Jake. No, you said something 20 minutes ago that kind of made sense. Paulie, where are you going to be? What do you got coming up? Where's Paul Virzi going to be bringing his vibe?
Where am I going to be? Well, actually, you know what, you guys? Oh, yeah, because we only have 2 more weeks of this, guys. We only have 2 more weeks. I'm only going to see you guys.
Paul, don't talk like that.
Jake, I'm going to miss that haircut, Jake. I'm going to miss you. I'm going to miss the blurry background. I'm going to, I'm going to miss the women
Jake,
sneaking out.
Guys, we live vicariously through you.
Thanks.
But I will tell you a hot ticket going around on a month away, Valentine's Day weekend. I'm doing 5 shows in Tampa. I'm running my hour 5 times at Side Splitters in Tampa from February 12th to February 14th. Dude, one of the best clubs in the country. So get tickets to that. Tickets are going. I'm told they're going to sell out. Go to that one and paulvirzi.com for dates. Oh, I'm going to be in LA. I think I'm doing something in LA. They're trying to get me. It's last minute. So I'm like, hey, can you get me an hour somewhere? But there's a room I think I'm going to be doing called The Lab at the Improv, I think.
Oh,
yeah. The Lab at the Improv, Hollywood Improv. I think I'm going to run that on February 17th, I think, but I'll let you guys know. But by the way, I wanted to talk about this real quick because it's a cool thing to talk about.
Paul will look over your picks up at the bar after.
I'm going to be doing a meet and greet, and I'm doing a meet and greet, and I'll look at your NBA sheet. Dude, did you see the handshake? The handshake of the Bears-Packers was nuts, dude. Where like apparently they don't like each other. So like the Packers was like really quick the other time. So then this time the Chicago guy, he just runs out, dude, doesn't look at him, puts his hand out and just takes it away and runs off. And they asked him in the interview, and it was so awesome. He goes, yeah, because we don't like each other. It's like we don't like them, they don't like us. I'm not gonna. And it was just so honest. But I mean, a little shitty sportsmanship, but it was funny. It was funny.
I like that, dude. I like that.
I love a rivalry. I mean, you look at that NFC North going forward. You're going to have Campbell, Jordan Love, and Joe Williams, and then the Vikings are, always are going to bring it too. So that division is going to be a lot of fun for the next 5 years or so.
It is, and then the Lions being like, "What the fuck? I thought this was our division." So
technically, which is crazy. I didn't even realize they had a worse record. They had the same record as the Vikings, but the Vikings swept them. So Lions finished last in the division, going from the 1 seed to last in the division is crazy.
Not to shift gears too much. You guys hear the Royals might have been talking to officials in Nashville.
No, they moved the
Kansas City Royals.
They moved
if I read it right,
right? Didn't they move the ballpark in like 10 feet or something? They moved the home run line. I saw that too. I don't know if that's
It's
related.
that I heard that there was talks that they were taking meetings,
Oh,
and just like the teams are just really, yeah.
No, there's still the Royals. You know.
No. Not to go to Nashville.
There's other teams
Titans
that can
aren't
go to
the
Nashville.
Oilers.
Like the Miami Marlins. What
Oh,
are they doing?
The fact that there's not a team in the NFL called the Oilers, when you look at our foreign policy, it was one of the most accurately named teams out there. How about the Houston False Flags?
by the way, how great were the
We
Houston
should just
Oilers?
own what we're doing.
You
The
know,
Nashville Natural Resources,
The conglomerates.
the conglomerates, the Tallahassee We're Too Big to Fails, the Philadelphia Pharmaceuticals.
it's just a needle. It's just a needle on the helmet. It's a drip coming out of the syringe.
The Orlando Opioids.
I will
All right,
say
go ahead.
this. I will say this. The Houston Oilers uniform was, dude. The Houston Oilers uniform was incredible, dude.
It's fantastic.
Oh God, Warren Moon.
They can't just change it back. Well, they're the Texans now. That's
Ken
like
Burrow, Dan Pastorini, Mike
Oh, my-
Barber.
What? Remember Jeffries, the wide receiver?
Jeffries, I don't. Jim Jeffries?
No, what was?
God, that kid is talented.
Was it Hayward Jeffries? Dude, yeah, dude, I remember that.
Haywood. There's a fucking old school black guy name you missed.
Dude, Haywood. Oh my God.
Haywood, that's when there was still white guys with the last name Kowalski. All
Here's
right,
an old-
well,
here's an
that
old-
is the podcast, brother.
Hold on. Here's an old rich man name. Ready? This is a great one. Arthur. Dude, Arthur is, if you don't think of a glass of scotch and a fucking bow tie or whatever.
Ascot.
All right,
By the
here's
way,
one
it's
for
Utah.
you. From a barber shop in the 1800s, Aloysius. That's that dude coming in with the part right down the middle and the curly cues like that and a little stupid mustache.
That's how they introduce Reggie Miller on Dan Patrick every week. Dan Patrick interviews and he goes, Reggie Aloysius Miller. I don't think that's his real middle name. It just says
Aloysius, dude. That's nuts. All right, guys. Well, listen, that's the show. Those are our picks for NFL divisional weekend. Enjoy it. It's going to be good. Dude, could you imagine a Bears-Texans?
Dude, by the way, Paul,
how fun.
because we picked 3 different games, that
Yeah.
means one of us is going to be 8-2 next week. The other person, Billy, win some, lose some, might come back down. If I go 1-3, I will be 6-4, and that's about right about. But Paul, you're a streaky guy, and you haven't hit your streaks yet. So if I'm watching this podcast, I'm thinking I got to go Virzi's due.
Well, we'll see, man. I don't know. That's a big number 7 with the Seahawks. And listen, you're right about the Broncos. Broncos got a really good defense. I'm curious to see Josh Allen go in there. That game is.
Well, you got up off the table, you ripped the IV out of your head, and you're walking down the street with your ass out.
The show crushed.
You're about ready to commandeer somebody. Give me your sport coat and your jeans, and you're going to drive away to a casino. I see it happening, Paul.
The Verzinator.
What'd you say, Jake?
I just said the show crushed on the wild card weekend, and then I called you the Verzinator. But yeah.
Oh, well, we'll see, man. It'll be good weekend, and we will see you guys next week for championship weekend. For myself and everybody here, we're out of here. We'll see you next week.